Coup d'etat. Child murder. This game's getting spicy. Someone get the fire extinguisher. He's spitting fire. This is a chilling moment. It's good. Oh, sleeping Torgal. I can't bear it.
One would never guess that these people stood on the brink of war.
And they're afraid. They turn to drink to forget their fears.
Anything
Valid.
you want to forget?
All of it down the hatch.
The harbor is empty, and half the market stalls too. The city may seem peaceful on the surface, but it's balanced on a knife edge. Were we to give it a nudge, it might be just the distraction we need to reach the Mother Crystal.
Clever
I thought
man.
you might say that. We should send for Gav. We'll need someone to keep the fires we start from going out.
And we can busy ourselves scheming until he gets here.
I'll send a Stolas then.
I wish I could do that so badly. So badly. This part is a spectacle. Okay, this is good. Quick COVID, Joe, what's the premise of this game? Oof. I don't know how to quickly summarize it.
What is it, boy?
Fire in the sky, fire in the sky. Vic! Welcome in! Thank you so much for saying that. I'm thrilled you're enjoying the playthrough, and that is incredibly awesome and kind of you to pop into Twitch. You've come at a very exciting time. Very exciting time. Medicine girl. Who we knew was more than a medicine girl, potentially. Unless she's about to die right now.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe this is Bahamut doing his bit already. Maybe. I feel like we would know if Bahamut was like on the scene though. They've done a pretty good job of animating, considering how awkward that sheath must be. They've done a good job of animating it, and they've done it a handful of times. Oh, very agile here. Yes, help her up. God, I love Jill. I love Clive. I love Jill loving Clive. I love Clive loving Jill. Yo, rooftop scene, fire in the sky. Okay, before we... okay, it's already started off.
City's on fire.
Thank you so much, Vic, for popping in. Thank you. And in case there's anyone
In the middle of town, right?
who's watching right now who has found me through... Ooh, found me through Twitch, I have this whole playthrough up on my YouTube channel. Exclamation point YouTube if you'd like to catch up there. It would mean the world to me if you are going to catch up there. The bar is so low. The bar for what? Men? It's in hell.
What in the hell is going on?
Let's go and see.
Right.
Did I see the message that this pot's going to be about 2 hours? No, I didn't.
But first we find Goots.
Ipsy pipsies.
Just hope he's all right.
You there! Identify yourself!
We have to.
Who no sleep? Bus, club, another bus.
This one. Over here!
Maybe 1 hour. Okay. So good. Onward, tally ho. Found you through my channel, Rex, and my current Final Fantasy 16 obsession. We'll have to follow on YouTube. Oh, Trig! Thank you so much. And again, when the algorithm is algorithming right, it's a blessing. I am thrilled that Twitch recommended my channel and that you took a risk on little old me. But yeah, if you want to see the full playthrough, it's on there. I've got pretty much in recent history, all of my playthroughs are on there, will be on there. And if something's not finished on there, odds are it's because I just didn't finish playing the game. There's only 2 games. I think there's only, yeah, 2 games that, no, maybe 3 games. 4 games, I think, that I finished that I haven't uploaded all the things on. And that's normally just because the series is either got distracted with something else or the series just wasn't doing that well on YouTube. So I was like, all right. But I really should get them all up at some point. Terrible, terrible. I'm dead. And of course I didn't stock up on potions. I didn't think to stock on potions because I don't know why, frankly. Does that Jill make that sound? Yes, man. Yes, the bar is in hell. Do I want it to be in hell? No. Just be nice to me. No, I'm kidding. That's not true. But frankly, Clive could do no wrong. Everything that he does would impress me.
There's no doubt about it. They're dragoons.
Okay.
What is this then? A civil war?
Yes, it actually is. It's funny you should say. You should see what your mum's been up to. Clive. She's not very nice. Java, just curious, do you have the analytics to show how many viewers originate from on Twitch versus YouTube? You mean like how many how many people who like sub on YouTube come and then watch on Twitch, or because Twitch is starting to show some of that analytics, but I don't know how accurate it is because it's also a bit hard to track. I'm not sure how Twitch would. I think Twitch is only able to track like how many people followed or like engage in my content if they click on my Twitch profile from YouTube. Like YouTube would have to work as the referring site for Twitch to be able to track it.
There it is. The bell tower.
Right. Let's go.
It wouldn't be able to let me know how many like people found my YouTube and then opened up their Twitch app on their mobile, let's say, and searched my name or something like that.
Ah, a goods lift.
Very Assassin's Creed right here. Potions are for squares. Drink the blood of the fallen. Are we supposed to know? I know Gregor is like their deity, it seems, but are we supposed to have a better understanding of who Gregor is, or is it quite expected that we don't fully know? If Java is into anime men, it's pretty much over for 3D dudes. Yeah, don't ever want to go on another date in my life. Although, jokes aside, little life tip: don't settle for being in something that you don't deserve. Okay, be with someone who treats you the way you deserve to be treated. I know that society makes us think that like the worst thing that could possibly happen to you is single, but that's entirely not true. The worst thing that can happen to you is to be with someone who mistreats you and who doesn't fulfill you add to your life in a positive way. So let that be a little life lesson between the memes. I don't think I've used that ability correctly once. Go, Torgor. Is there someone? Is that archers shooting that I don't realize? No, it's just these things. That of course I struggle with because I don't do aerial combat. Oh, thank you, Trig. Thank you so much. That means the world to me. Genuinely. Oh, my days. Came from YouTube initially because the job is... I'm in trouble. I knew it. I just waited too late to pull that off. Elden Ring playthrough. And I know I said it earlier in the stream, but it has been like, I don't know how many hours since then. I am incredibly, deeply appreciative of those of you who tune in regardless of whatever the content is that I'm playing. So thank you. How many people found you on YouTube and now follow on Twitch? I think it's quite a decent amount. So I don't have like hard and fast analytics that will show me that information. But because I am anal retentive and analytically inclined, and would you believe if I said that I think about the success of streaming a lot? So I will frequently, like to an unhealthy degree, check how often I'm getting subs on YouTube, and then I go and I look, I'll check in on Twitch and see like how many followers I'm getting on Twitch or whatever. Because right now YouTube is like the only other outside source where people are finding my Twitch, because I'm not doing well on like TikTok or the others. So anecdotally, I can talk about the conversion rate there, but I don't have a proper metric percentage that I would feel comfortable saying is accurate. See, like, we're fighting Dragoon Knight, so are we currently disturbing what Dion is trying to do right now? It sort of seems that way, but I'm not positive. UB to the phone. Oh, UB on the phones. Clive is 3D though. Gatorade's right.
Hold on, kids. We're coming.
I want to settle for the first stranger that will marry me. Any takers? Earth area attack. Oh my gosh, yes, thank you, Alec. Thank you. You are absolutely right. I do have enough money for the other ability, and it looks much better, to be honest. Yeah, let's do this. And now let's... It's funny, I'm actually not gaining experience as... I'm not gaining experience or whatever the currency is I need to buy abilities as quickly as I think I am, if that makes sense. Oh, totally, Aaron, totally. You should just do aerial combat, lol. Nah, I know. But my build isn't a build for aerial combat.
That's better.
I'm too far gone. That's true, you did get married to Ben in chat, huh? Kind of, yeah, because you don't know about Dion's plans. Okay, as long as I'm getting my head wrapped around the story correctly, that is what we're doing. But if Clive had known Dion's plans, he
None shall pass.
yeah, in the prince's name, yeah. These are all so these are all people, yeah. I'm in trouble. It does bother me how long it takes to get that to work. You can refund the skills you're not using. How do I... So many people have told me to do that, and I really should be doing it, and yet I'm not entirely convinced I actually know how to do it. Because anytime that I... Oh, interesting. That one doesn't have the gauge like the others do. I didn't know that. I fucked that up. What's this? Is it... We talk about people keeping their expectations low. I think something that's honestly really served me well in life is to have low expectations but high standards, right? So you're not sitting there and like setting yourself up for disappointment necessarily. Then at the same time, you're also not accepting unacceptable behavior. Low expectations, high standards. I only found the streamer because she played Ali Sattler in Jurassic Park. It's coming in clutch. That one little niche movie I did back in late 80s, early 90s, I think. When did Jurassic Park come out? I think it's early 90s.
Enemies on the ramparts! Kill them!
Boom! Imagine you get rocked to the face like that. I mean, Jesus.
Get him! Over here!
Not Life Pain calling themselves the ultimate pick-me. We're here in this beautiful, awesome, epic moment, you know, storming the castle, whatever. Just hold square on the skill you want to refund. Ah, okay, so next time I know what I want to buy, I will do that. I just hold square on the skill that I want to refund. Thank you for saying that. Or I guess, frankly, let's try it now, because then I can just refund this one. Oh, it doesn't work. That's not how it works. Maybe I have to do it in a different view, but holding square there isn't working. Have you been redeeming ability points in the hideaway? I don't think so. Do you know you can tell Torgal to attack enemies? I have the not talisman. I have the accessory on that just lets Torgal do... It tells Torgal what to do, which suits me really well, because I will never remember to tell him to do that. Of course not, Adam. 93, okay.
Can you see him anywhere?
Wow, he's already in Bahamut. That has to be Bahamut. Well, not really. Well, yeah. How awesome is that? Oh, knits. Thank you. Okay, that's why. Because you can't purchase it. Okay, so I'll try one that I purchased. Welcome in, knits. Thank you. That's good to know. Hooli, welcome in. Thank you for also saying that, Hooli.
It must be one of the dragoons.
I was going to say, this can't be Bahamut because it's not that big. But it's a dragon. But we fought other dragons. White dragon. Okay, yeah.
Nice try.
Okay. That's my bad, guys. It was my bad. It's my bad. Punch it. Clive, dude. No. Oh. Too far away. Way too far away. Well, this is gonna suck. Oh, quickly. Not even remotely quickly. When Doc says high standard, she means like of the flag variety. Thank you for correcting my life advice. I would hate for people to think that I was saying something even of a whiff of helpful. Chipotle, yo, welcome in. Thrilled to have you back. How's it going?
I think it has something in store for us.
Yeah, yeah. Oh god.
Get ready to move.
Oh no, oh no.
Nice try.
Just dodge for your life here. Can't go wrong, lol. Oh no, I can go wrong. I think I jumped at the right time for that. It seems like I jumped at the right time for that. So you don't understand. I'm Elden Lord. I know how these things go. Some side quests activate rewards that can sometimes come with ability points. Do I even know what an ability point is? I'm scared that it's something that I don't realize it is. Anytime boss, I'm here to raise absolute hell. And we love you for it. I mean, it is such good fun doing that. When I get it right and I get the timing right, it's so worth it. I just need to give up on using this ability in this fight, or at least until he's like staggered. I'm precision dodging for my life, guys. Freaking dragons with freaking laser beams on their heads. That's a throwback. Heavy lasers and a chance of dragons. We're so close as well. You know what's sad? I think I've jumped more in playing Final Fantasy to avoid attacks than I have in bloody Elden Ring when I was playing. Fantastic. Punching a dragon to death. Yeah, I beat Melania. You ain't shit. Ain't that the truth? Hey, such as way. Go Java, so happy to see you're still streaming and loving it. Yay. That makes me happy. I'm so thrilled that there are still people here hanging out with me. I sometimes get nervous that with the late nights, like going in late night, that people aren't going to be ready, willing,
Over here, Clive!
or able to hang out with me. Feels bad, man.
Right? Goods, there you are. I didn't know there'd be a dragon.
Do we have bad news for you,
Alright.
Goots?
Let's get out of here.
There's gonna be a lot of dragons. It's Twitch, ma'am. I know, but my community only ever knows me for being live earlier. But we're growing my community.
What the hell is it doing up there?
I'm meeting lovely, lovely new people. There we go. That's Bahamut.
Bahamut.
I mean, the sad part of this is that he is proving his father correct. Do you know what I mean? He is leading a revolution. He's revolting. But it's like, you don't understand, dude. You don't understand.
Your Highness, don't do this.
Yeah.
We must leave. Now, Your Grace. I beg of you.
He turns into the
This
phoenix.
is not what he wanted.
They duel.
Something's happened. Forgive me, Yod. But I must put a stop to this.
Your Grace!
He really did turn into the phoenix. Oh my god. Things about to get juicy. But it is true. This is not what he had originally planned. So Joshua is correct in what he's saying. Wow. Such good music. Such good music. Wow, dude. Wow, look how beautifully it's done though. Jesus. Tion, go home, you're drunk. A little hangry. Jesus.
So, what do we do now then?
We destroy the heart.
We might come back.
As soon as the flames die down, the Imperials and the Daleks
Poor
will move in.
thing.
This may be our only chance.
And Bahamut has gone for now. You should get as far away as you can, Goots.
Get out of here whilst you can, Goots.
What? And leave you lot in the lurch? I can't do that.
Good man,
If you're
Goots.
staying, then so am I. I packed everything up before I made a run for it, so if there's out you need, just ask.
Oh,
But I won't be
bless
giving it away
him.
for free. Nana'd never forgive us if I did.
I love it.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So you're here for us to be able to restock on whatever we need. Mighty Noodle, welcome in. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of people play this, but I'm totally lost with the storyline. What's the premise supposed to be? I'm trying to think, how do you
He's
succinctly...
need out.
Goats' toll?
Let me show you me wares.
Bless him. What is the premise of the story? It's hard because it's like, in a way, it's like asking, okay, how do you summarize Game of Thrones? What is Game of Thrones at its core? I'm trying to think.
You need? Right on, here you go.
Bless him. He's trying to like use Karen's
Got
talk,
everything
you know.
need, then.
The big
Welcome
hammer.
to the big hammer.
Forge new weapons or reinforce. Oh, that's cute. Okay, I think we're good. I think.
Then, no.
Yeah, we are. Okay, so how would we summarize the story? Basically, we're in this land called Valencia, and the land is currently dying. It's being taken over by a blight. Oh, sorry, I need to talk to Jill. I was like, let's go. It's being taken over by a blight. So our mission is to destroy what are known as the mother crystals, which are causing the blight. It's like sucking magic out of the earth. The problem is that like a lot of these people draw strength from the mother crystals. So when you destroy one, it like kills the power that these people have. And as this is all going on, that's like your overarching mission current overarching mission is to destroy the mother crystals, to bring peace to the land, to free people. But like whilst that's going on, you also have these regions in the world that are all warring within one another so that they can become king or queen of the world, basically, type stuff. That it's your typical kind of, I mean, like it's war, right? People trying to fight for power. What we're dealing with currently, Clive is the main character we're playing as. We're with our companions right now, and we are on our way to destroy one of the mother crystals. That's still our mission that we're heading towards. But we've just discovered that the prince of this land, who is able to transform into that big dragon, has been ousted from the throne in his family, from his wicked stepmother, which just so happens to be our mother. And so he's on a mission to kill his stepmother. Something's gone wrong, where he's essentially just destroyed his own land and his own people. We don't know what's happened yet, so we'll find out. And that was probably quite terrible, but it's the best that I could do to try and summarize. Please, chat, like, fill in the blanks that I have inevitably left. It is not like Shrek.
Drake's tail is right there, Clive. It's time to free Storm from the crystal's curse.
Yeah, I guess. It feels weird, though.
Oh, it's past time. But remember, Bahamut is still out there.
And I dare say we'll be seeing him again before the night is done.
Not three of you saying it sounds like Shrek. You bloody heathens. Okay, very somber, great music.
We'll have to find our own path.
Very metaphorical. Look, Dion is just feeling in a goofy mood.
Ether.
He's a silly, goofy gal, just embracing PK, truly embracing PK to crime. How did that whole thing start?
There's no reason to hold back.
You're finished.
Akashic Captain. Okay, so these are people who have been overtaken by the ether in a bad way, I believe. It's impossible to give a short summary, too much to it. It's a lot to it. And frankly, it's why at the very beginning of the game, because this was my first one, I was so patient. I was like, let me pause, let me make sure I'm remembering who each of these characters is, because what this game does really, really well, and I'll just demonstrate it quickly, is you have this thing called active time lore, I think is what they describe this system. You can hold the touchpad down and it will essentially give you a description of like key locations or players that are applicable to exactly where you are right now. It's like Bahamut, for example. The Warden of Light, whose power dwells within Dion Lesage. Dion is the Prince of Sanbreque. In the Holy Empire, the Gregorian faithful hold dragons to be sacred creatures, and Bahamut is the most sacred of them all. Because of this, as well as the protection it grants them, the icon is loved and revered by imperial populace. So, okay, like we have an understanding now of who Bahamut is and whatever. That's fair. Thanks for the clarification. It was a pretty nice explanation for just jumping into it. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm glad that I could explain it well, because like one, obviously I'm thrilled that you're here and you're chilling and you're hanging out, even though it's a game where you're like, what's going on? And you're coming in at, I think, just over the midway point, and clearly coming into a lot of drama. A lot of things are happening currently, so it's cool that you want to, yeah, I think it's down this way. Yeah. Ah! That's not who I wanted to hit, but okay. Yo, Citrus Way, thank you so much for the tip. 1-2 months. I massively appreciate that, and I know that there's a message that goes with it. Oh my god. Some kind of like gravity magic, something or other. Lick. Oh, we've fought these before. These should get all the attention. Just had to resub because every time I come in here, I love getting to hang out with the community. I'm so happy to see how much you're enjoying this game. I wish I could play this again for the first time. What an amazing sub note to have to leave, and I am absolutely thrilled that you're here, that you're enjoying yourself, and that you love the game so much. How am I'm not doing nearly enough damage to this thing. It's a phenomenal game. It's a phenomenal game. It's the real shame of it is, honestly, that there are so many side missions that are stinkers. Because I've spent a lot of time this stream doing side mission stuff that's not really that good, but it's so hit or miss, and that's the problem with it. Is like when it's on, it's so good and you don't want to miss it, but when it's not on,
there must be a way to climb up.
the active time. Oh, we're talking about the active time law, because this I've never seen anything like it. Am I correct in thinking that this is the first game that does that? It's brilliant. It's so well done. I hope that more games copy from it. Hang on. Let's see what that accessory was that we just got. Because I've not upgraded my accessories in ages. I'm not using upheaval anymore, am I? No, so let's definitely unequip that. Judgment Bolt I am using. Reduces Judgment Bolt cooldown by 9 seconds. That's pretty sizable. You with the hydrate and then wanting to time themselves out. Thank you. Don't worry, side missions will get better towards the end. What I may do then is have chat. If you guys could help me sort of pick out, for those of you that have made it through, can help me pick out like which ones are worthwhile doing, which ones maybe aren't are worth skipping, because it is weighing it down a little bit. Someone who's a big Final Fantasy 16 player and can see how the team from that brought a lot of the design over to this game. The side quests feel pretty on brand, like they oscillate between life changing or whatever, and it's a tough thing, right? Because you can't be, it can't be all excitement all up here all the time. You'd get fatigued, you'd be exhausted. It's too much to ask of the players to maintain that like emotional level, and so it is quite nice to have side missions that. Imagine seeing that as Clive.
Is that the Phoenix?
Because it's his first time seeing his brother like that.
What is he doing?
Keeping Bahamut occupied.
I've got chills right now.
Joshua! Joshua!
I mean, because Clive is only suspected that Joshua
It's too
is
dangerous.
still alive.
Fuck. Hold on, Joshua. I'm coming!
I've got goosebumps. I'm getting teary. Thank you for the follows. Thank you, thank you.
And we will. We just need to keep moving.
I think, honestly, where the shame of it is, in terms of the side mission stuff,
Again. Not now.
it's just that there are so many, like, so many games to play where I'm kind of like, oh, I don't want to waste my time playing side missions that aren't that interesting, because I stream and I want to make sure that I'm engaging in content that's interesting and whatnot. So it's kind of like a weird, I don't know. I may have a weird or like shittier take on some of it. I also think, frankly, because a lot of people are so spoiled for choice these days, that maybe there's like less of an attention span for side missions that are a bit more boring.
What was that?
Bahamut.
I don't know. But I also don't think, I do think that there's something, like a lot of the side missions are world building. They may not be that interesting, but they help bring color and life to the world and understanding who the people are.
Joshua! I'm here, brother!
I mean, how fucking emotional can that be?
Joshua!
They're heading for the heart.
Thank you for the follows.
Then
Welcome
so
in.
should
Thank
we.
you, thank you. The music's incredible. Thinking way too hard about side missions. I think way too hard about a lot of things. But I kind of like being analytical, or like not critical in a negative way, but like, I don't know, I like kind of actively thinking about this stuff. Because I wonder, you know, is it like a micro example of like a macro trend? What does it say about society? And by late game it'll be obvious. Okay, that's good to know. Not Clive trying to get Joshua's attention when he's literally fighting for his life. I know. But imagine you thought your brother was dead. You kind of get whiffs that they're alive. Who's then you see them properly with your eyeballs for the first time and you don't even know how long. Do you platinum games or just finish the main story? Neither. For the most part, I play games like, assuming it's a game that I finish, I play games like almost to the point of platinuming them. But I don't muck about getting like trophies that, whatever. Like the way I describe it, I call it like a soft 100% of games. So I try and do like all side mission, or like majority of side missions, obviously all the main mission stuff, but I'm not going to do like collecting things for sake of collecting things. I'm not going to get all armor or weapons or whatever. You know what I mean? Toggle kill. You thought you killed your own brother as well? Exactly. Such an emotional moment. And again, the music is fantastic. I think that in general though, Final Fantasy has always had quite good music, right? We talked about this a couple times on stream. I'm in trouble. Liking to think about it is not equal to you should think about it and let it affect your actions. Oh, you mean like choosing which side missions to do, you mean? I only say that because, I just feel like so much I want to do and not enough time. So I'm just trying to use my time effectively. But I've been doing almost all the side missions that I've come across, and I frankly probably will. We just gotta stream longer hours, baby. No sleep. Bus, club, another bus. Shara, welcome in. You should play the Final Fantasy VII remake. It's really good. You are absolutely not the first person to tell me that, and I definitely want to play it. But the thing that I didn't realize, well, I frankly didn't know much about it anyway. So what did I realize? But I didn't realize or appreciate at first that it's part of a I think it's a trilogy, that there are 3 of them. So only the first part of the trilogy for the remakes has come out. So I figured I will probably hold off on playing Final Fantasy Remake Part 1 until just before Part 2 comes out, if I had to guess. But I definitely want to play it. A lot of people are saying, I think a lot of people have said that the combat style is quite similar in both of them. I listen to a lot of like video game music playlists whenever I'm working, because video game music is designed to loop really well. It's very good music. and it doesn't have any, for the most part, it doesn't have lyrics in it. Sorry, my nose is so itchy. It doesn't have lyrics in it, so it's not distracting. I can like get in a flow whilst I'm listening, and I feel like a lot of Final Fantasy music will pop up, and not just like from one game. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake OST is one of my favorites. I feel like one that I listen to a lot is called, and I'm not gonna get the name right, but it's like Ron Ferratu or oh. Did I back? Hang on. Yeah. No. Have I backtracked this whole time? I'm so sorry. Normally it doesn't let you backtrack, to be honest. Well, it gives us more time to talk. Yes, I think Captain Game Master's got it. I think I listened to that one a lot. Rona Faru, yeah, I think that's it. A lot of people, what other Final Fantasy games do people recommend? 7 is the one that gets recommended the most, the 7 Remake. I don't know if I would do any of the older games. I'm not sure if I'm that keen on playing a turn-based game. Final Fantasy VII Remake, the remake is an experience to say the least. Okay. I think it's supposed to be quite emotional. Which, I mean, if it's anything like this game, that's not remotely surprising. Okay. Let's just make sure we're going the right way. Can't be mucking this up multiple times. To be honest though, I swear the game's not let you backtrack. It's normally been quite good at pushing you forward. I don't know how I manage that. 13 is a trilogy. 13 is a trilogy? Final Fantasy VII is just emotional damage. Oh my god. Pretty much, frankly, all I know about 7 is Cloud, Sephiroth. There's one that's got like auburn hair that's in a ponytail. And then everyone thirsts over Tifa.
Are those the council chambers? How are they still standing?
I don't know.
I think it's Tifa. She's got dark hair and a white tank top. Opening up the Final Fantasy Pandora's box, no, honestly. 6 is your favorite. Yeah, I don't think I would like turn-based. I'm not sure. I just love this.
He'll be all right, Clive. He's a survivor.
Poor Clive, man.
We're getting close.
Who is this? Oh, Ultima? No, who is that? What is that?
It looks like somebody doesn't want us getting any closer.
Sure.
I don't care what it wants.
Yes, Jill. Yes,
Neither do
Torgal.
I.
Cassary, well, yep, that's Tifa. Yes, a lot of people thirst over Tifa. I know she's got big jobblies. I'm annoyed that I can't think of what the... You know what I'm talking about? She's got like auburn hair, and I feel like she wears pink. And I know her from Kingdom Hearts. She's in Kingdom Hearts 2. Maybe 1. If it's 1, I don't remember. Aerith. Yeah, I guess that's her name. You know best than I do. What's the name of the guy? And I've asked this already in a previous stream. I just don't remember the answer. What's the name of the guy in Kingdom Hearts who's attractive and he's voiced by the same actor that plays Angel and Buffy? What's his name? David Boreanaz. Squall? There's that one as well, but I don't know if he's in 7 or not. I sort of assumed so, just because the rest of them, I guess, are in 7, but... Oh my god. Oh, look at him, he's using the Fire Auger, Blizzaga. See, I know that from playing some Kingdom Hearts. Oh god. Ay, 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 ay. It's kind of cool to see these, like, oh god, I'm in trouble. Well done, Clive. Okay. I wish I could see more of Jill. Jill, what's going on here? I want to see more action, please. I'm dead. That sucks. Oh shit. No. I know. Hurry up. Hurry up. Jill, I feel like you're not helping me as much as you could be right now.
Well done.
I'm in trouble. Okay. Sorry, peak focus right now. Maybe not focused enough. Party management during battle is the worst. But like, I'm not sure. Is there something that you mean like in the other games, right? Or in Kingdom Hearts even? Because if you're talking about Kingdom Hearts, that shit, I did not like it. But I know for a lot of people that was a big. I would assume for a lot of people that's a big reason why they enjoy it. Don't punish me for this. Don't punish me for this. Oh yeah, you're just glad that the party members can't die in this. Yeah, there's nothing worse than Donald and Goofy screaming at you that they're like, or I think they would make some kind of audio sound when they died and you're like, brah. Cool. Good fight. Cool shit. I like that.
These beasts.
Oh, interesting
They're
trick.
getting stronger.
I actually quite like that. I like that that
Think
happens.
about them later. Right now, there's only one thing we need to focus on.
The heart.
It's so smart, small stuff like that, isn't it? Because you're right, it would be really unsatisfying if... Because you don't get to toggle on whether or not you have party members. So it would be really unsatisfying if you're wanting to, you know... Because doing the combat...
Able to get up through the building.
It's worth a try.
And succeeding and stuff, it's an amazing feeling. It's part of the reason that I love playing the game, right? So your companion's always kind of stealing your thunder. Would be. disappointing.
Quiet.
But it does look a little bit
Someone
weird.
up there.
When you're in the combat and they're just like chilling in the back, you know. Party system in 7 Remake is very fun.
Is someone there?
Oh, babe.
Mother,
It's you.
what happened here?
He tried to take him from me. Oh, my boy. My darling.
You know he's not
Darling
going to. I know he's not going to. I know we're going to spare
Is
her.
this the child you made with the Emperor?
Yes, it is.
Why, Mother?
Because she's obsessed
Why
with
did
power.
you betray us all?
You have no right. Answer him.
Good Jill. Good Jill.
We took you in, savage. Show some respect for those who raised you.
I love Jill so much.
Honorable Elwyn, always thinking of his precious homeland. But what worth is a homeland in a world beset by the Blight?
Father did not seek to protect his country. He sought to protect his people.
A leader's duty is not to protect his people. It is to protect the source of his sovereignty. The noble blood that runs in his family's veins.
What
So
did you
long
do
as
to
the bloodline
me?
remains unbroken, what does it matter if a nation falls? One can always found another. Unlike him, I did my duty. I preserved my line. I bore a son of the noblest blood, to whom the whole world might kneel. That is why I gave Rosaria to Sambrek, that I might join my line with the Lesages and birth a savior of this benighted land, blessed by both Bahamut and the Phoenix!
You sold your country for a child.
Why did he need another? You had Joshua.
I had nothing. You were always your father's son, so very strong and bold and daring, and yet you failed to awaken. Would that Joshua had been granted 1/10 of your strength? Oh! How the nobles laughed that Elwyn's firstborn was surely the son of a concubine, and my own, not long for this world. The shame of it! The shame of being slandered by one's inferiors! How could you ever know how that feels? It should have been you! Why didn't the Phoenix choose you?
Joshua's every waking moment was spent trying to shoulder the burden that you and the Phoenix and the Duchy foisted on him. That's why I became his shield. To help bear the weight. But what did you do? You betrayed your own blood and surrendered your son to his fate!
So well acted.
Joshua, my darling boy. I never meant to hurt him. The soldiers' orders were clear. He was to be spared. Why did you survive when the only one I truly cared for died?
What? Have you not looked out of the window? Joshua is here! The Phoenix lives on!
God,
He's battling
goosebumps.
Bahamut as we speak!
Yeah, don't you feel like a right dozy cow? That's weird for it to cut to black like that. Thank you for the follows. Thank you. Welcome in. Callus, you're focusing on the right stuff and I like that. Not
Joshua!
again, not again.
Wake up! I am a shield of Rosaria. And I will do my duty.
What are you...
Chills. Awesome. So cool. I hope that Annabella feels like the biggest fucking moron that's ever existed, looking at her son.
Ifrit?
Don't. Poor Joshua.
Joshua?
Don't look at him. Don't look at him. Goosebumps. Such chills. That was a pretty good transition then from cutscene to gameplay. Oh no, because we're still in cutscene. I take it all back. No, we're not. We're in gameplay. I feel like this is rent. Do you know what? It does feel like gameplay though. Whoa! Thank you for the follows, by the way. Welcome in, lovely new followers. I'm very appreciative. Welcome, welcome. The music, guys. The moment. This is fucking it, dude. I do quite like that they do that a handful of times. It feels like realistic. The music is so good. It's so good. I know, Adam. I keep on thinking of Melania's flower. It's a curse. Honestly, it's a scarlet rot. Wow. Okay, I messed that up. This is what I was trying to do. Oh, hang on. Ah, okay, I dodged it right in time though, at least. Well, we'll definitely need to try and do aerial combat here, because Bahamut do be in the air. Joshua? Flames of Rebirth? No fucking way. No fucking way, guys. Joshua! I'm gonna cry.
No! Leave my brother alone!
Why am I about to cry in the club right now? I don't know why I'm getting teary. You've learnt spit flame, I think. I couldn't read it through tears in my eyes. Okay, let's see. Spit flare. Clive has learnt the ability split flare from Bahamut. Press R2 and triangle to release a massive stream of light that sears anything in its path. Use L2 to aim. Press X at any time to cancel the attack. Okay. Split Flare 2. Extended exposure to the flare will cause enemies to become partially staggered, cancelling any initiated abilities. Maintaining the flare for its maximum duration, meanwhile, will result in enhanced finishing explosion. Okay. Okay. Oh. No. I mucked that up horribly. No, no, this, there you go. This is definitely not the cleanest one of these fights I've done. Which is a shame, because it's arguably the coolest one so far. look at Joshua in the field with us. Oh my god. Oh no. Back out, back out, back out. Oh, I should be doing that more often, maybe. Feels kind of lame though. I think it said L1 to aim, but it doesn't seem like it's L1 to aim. Okay, well there's at least the cool explosion. So awesome. It's so well done. I can't handle it. Okay. Joshua, you want to get in on the action, please? Oh, I love the music so much. I can't wait for the soundtrack to release. Is this one I'm supposed to use a Spitfire ability? Giga Flare. Oh. God, it's like a reunion that we've waited for like 40 hours for at this point. Oh my god. Oh my god. Embodying the Phoenix again with the same... This is the same music that played at the beginning of the game during this fight, and I don't think we've heard the same music since then. I'm actually about to get so teary. Why am I getting teary? I don't know why. Embodying the Phoenix again. Controls the Phoenix are as follows: move, aim, fire, charge the fireball, evade. I think that's all quite common to what we've been experiencing at this time. Use else whilst holding that to lock onto multiple targets. Use this whilst holding O to lock onto multiple targets. Release that to launch a volley of fireballs at a target. Okay. Okay, okay. All abilities available whilst embodying the Phoenix can be confirmed in the abilities tab in the main menu. Okay, so if we forget, we have somewhere that we can go back and look at them. Okay. I see, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. It's okay, no matter. We'll get there. Wow. And it's so emotional to come back and hear this theme under different circumstances. I think before, where we heard the theme, and it even sounded a bit different. It was when Joshua was quite desperate, and we don't feel thematically desperate anymore. We seem someone in his own... Can you tell that I don't aim with a controller? Someone who's really in his own right. It's an awesome experience to come back to. Like, the theme has the same tone to it, but it's evolved so much as we've evolved, you know? Hold triangle. Okay, okay. Oh, holding it charges it. It might not make sense, but I think I prefer doing the individual ones. It feels a bit easier to aim. I don't know. It looks kind of lame though. The holding it down looks a bit cooler. Not that it should be about style points, but... incredible. And it's nice that they give you, like, well, you're not meant to fail any of the fights in the game, whatever, but it's nice that they also give you healing items. Like, this is meant to be what it is, which is like a fun boss fight moment that has interesting mechanics to it, you know what I mean? Gosh, yeah, hearing his theme again, it's so emotional, guys.
Where is he going?
I am enjoying the game. What do you mean? Okay. I see. Yeah. Okay. I think that's probably the better way to do things in this fight, is use that. This is probably one of the more complicated fights in the game so far. It's interesting. And I think they've done the aerial combat well. It's weird being like on the same plane as one another like that. I don't know. Instead of like, we're not chasing them, we're like parallel to one another. Didn't you beat Elden Ring? Yes, I did. No pants, no summons. Not that there's a problem with using, oh sorry, not summons, no incantations. I use summons, sometimes, depending. Wow. So cool. God, I mean, and you know this is a midway through the point of the game, so things only get, the ante is only upped, and you're just like, how? Yeah. Okay. Whoa, my god, no! I saw that happen in slow motion. Don't look at me, chat. I don't want to be perceived right now. Don't look at me. But it means we get more of this awesome bit. Poor Joshua, you died twice, dude. Poor Joshua. You just have no luck as a phoenix, huh? Two. What's the counting down? Oh my god, what are we counting down to? Come on, Joshua. No. Is it just that I need to do it, finish it in time? I think I just need to finish it in time. I can't heal through it. Okay. I'm not doing it quick enough. Ah. Well, at least I know now that that whole move is like insta-kill. So it's not that I wasn't dodging it, but I was like, whoa. Abby, welcome in, dude. How's it going? Okay. Ah, I see. That is destroying these a lot quicker. I thought it... And then let's do circle for this stuff. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. It's circle to do that. How good is my tracking? Okay. Thank you guys for the tip about using the triangle. Because you're right, with circle, I just wasn't getting it done in time. Deathless, exactly. We did it deathless. Wow. Project, welcome in. Thank you, Cassari. Joshua, not again. I'm gonna cry. Big brother! Oh, look at them!
Thank the founder.
Emotional man.
It's now or never, Joshua.
Okay. Oh shit, I mucked that up. That makes me so mad. Poor Dion though. He doesn't know what he's doing. Come on. Wow, with Joshua right there, it's such an amazing moment.
Not done yet.
Let me run right. Oh no, out, jump out. Okay, well, I tried. But it was unsuccessful, unfortunately. Whoa, look at that, my word. It's gorgeous, it's so pretty. And the icon of light, I mean, I guess what else would you expect, really? But it's so beautifully done. So beautifully done. I mean, the whole game. Wait, get behind you.
Feel sure.
This is me behind you. Please, God, this is me behind you. The Baroque music is so appropriate for Dion and Sombrek. They understand how to write themes perfectly well. Each theme matches each person incredibly, incredibly well. I mean, top to toe, it's just fantastic storytelling. In my opinion.
Thank you, brother.
Stop! Wow. The wombo combo from us, huh? Look at us both doing it, my God. Wow. Yeah, it's so well done. The attack design and everything. It just looks... Okay. Wow.
Now, Joshua!
Joshua. I mean, Jesus, how beautiful, huh? Joshua, I beg you, please, 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 please be safe. I also feel like Ifrit didn't normally have this mane of hair on the back. Bahamut defeated. Jesus. No victory fanfare. It is questionable. It do be questionable, guys. Something tells me Bahamut is not actually defeated. Did that register almost 2 million damage? I didn't actually look, did it? GG, thank you, thank you. Dude, I want to be a high fantasy anime superhero now. Project, don't we all. Truly, how fucking incredibly well done was that fight. It was so good. It was the music was fantastic. It was visually stunning to look at. I think the controls were really interesting. I think that they did like the aerial combat in a really interesting way, bringing back Joshua's theme, changing it, evolving it like top to toe. So well done. I can't wait to watch like playback of people who are like real pros doing all of this combat, because you know it's just gonna look gorgeous. So good. I know, it's too perfect. How beautiful. The phoenix looks gorgeous.
What now?
Look how pretty.
This is drinking me.
We have to stop him.
Wow. No, Joshua, please, please. But we need to have faith in him. Phase 2, baby. Yes.
You have to be stronger than this. Come on, Ifrit. Show us.
But again, the Ifrit thing is not good. It's not good. I do not think this is a good power. I'm actually about to cry.
We can do it, Clive. We can. We will. Together.
Why am I dearie? We're in fucking space, chat. Jesus Christ, oh my god. We are in space. We are Clive and Joshua in space. Embodying Ifrit Risen. Enhanced versions of most of Ifrit's abilities are available to use as Ifrit Risen. In addition to Wildfire, Ifrit Risen also has access to the ability Lightspeed, which, similar to Phoenix Shift, will allow for swift approach to a target. I mean, good grief. Lightspeed can be executed. Okay, so that's like a jump. Okay. Okay. All abilities. Okay. So we have the same abilities, but just like juicy, and then Lightspeed using X. Okay. Godspeed with the fight, Project X. I'm glad that I could convince you to buy the game. I hope that I could influence anyone and their mother to buy this game. It is fucking phenomenal. And thank you all for being here, and thank you for the follows, everyone. They really popped off with this boss fight.
How can we hope to match such power?
By trusting in our own.
Whoa! How does Brimstone work in space? I mean, Jesus. Dodge. Wow, that sucks. I mean... Oh my god! I'm actually genuinely at a loss for words. The feathers coming out of us are so pretty. So incredibly well done. I think the Phoenix design has to be one of my favorites. Jesus. How loud and bombastic the music is. My god. And Bahamut is still just as Bahamut. It's not a new boss name. Wow. The colors are so pretty. So pretty. Wow, look at the wings. No, Bahamut's usually the strongest summon. That's a good piece of context that I didn't have. Wow. So Bahamut's normally the strongest summon, and we're only with Bahamut. We're only at midpoint of the game, and we're with him. You know what I mean? And we're doing this fight. Well, it's a little bit more than a midpoint, but like for all intents and purposes. Oh no, dodge out. Okay, that was a mistake. Oh no. I have to admit that the aiming for the Spitfire it's weirder than you expect it to be. The Spitfire, excuse me. That's shockingly hard to say. The aiming is rough. Yeah, it's a little wonky. But who cares? I can pardon that. When you have the rest of the game that looks like this, you're okay. Oh no, oh no. Oh no. And of course I don't have any of my juiced up attacks right now. Come on, come on. No. Oh my god. I might have royally mucked that up because I mucked up the thing. I don't know how I mucked it up though. Oh, I think we're okay. Okay, we're okay, we're okay. Thank God. I would really rather not strategically pause, you know, again during this fight. Oh, dodge out. Gosh, it's gorgeous. It's so pretty. I wonder what poor Jill must be thinking on the ground, huh? How? It's crazy well done. I'm so in awe. And yet the whole time it feels like you still have like a strong orientation of where you're at, you know what I mean? Dude, open the gates of Babylon. It is so intense. I feel like my brows are permanently furrowed. What?
We would burn the world.
Look at it. Look at it.
Not today. Come on, Joshua.
Oh my god. That was insane. That was crazy. Kasuri! Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Let's fucking go. Thank you so much. All the hype, dude. John was like, I need to sing after this. Jesus. I am actually in awe. I'm about to get, I don't know why I'm like teary. I think I'm teary because it's just like, it's so emotional. What a great moment. Don't say that, Giffy. Don't say that. They had to move the fight to space. Otherwise, yeah, the PS5 would explode. Render any more graphics and it's going to be GG's. Thank you, Stardust. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, cheer. Guys, that was insane. Kasuri, thank you so much, you angel, for the 10 gifted. Let's fucking go. I'm ridiculously appreciative. I'm just like in awe of the whole thing. That was wild to me. The only other game that I feel like I've played that does epic on a really good scale has been the God of War franchise. When I say God of War franchise, I mean just 2018 through Ragnarok, because I've not played the originals. But this does epic on such a good scale, and I think like sometimes it's hard to like when you do fights in space, right, you have nothing around you to like orientate yourself to how big you are or not. So sometimes if the camera's pulled like too far back, it can make you feel quite small and it loses the epicness. But time and time again in this game, with like an exception of maybe like a handful, like stuff that fits like literally on like one hand finger wise, the cinematography has been done and handled so incredibly well that you don't lose that sense of scale, you don't lose that sense of epicness. Thank you for the follows, by the way. Welcome in. The Zeta flare was beautiful. I can link a really funny fan art. Oh no, I don't know if it's funny. I don't know if I would say it's fun. I'm nervous. God of War was their inspiration, and frankly that makes a whole lot of sense, because the God of War team does epic phenomenally well, and I see a lot of similarities between the two, so that's actually really interesting to hear that it was their inspiration. They can't keep getting away with this, dude. I know. Yeah, the lack of orientation in the ground can give you the lack of scale and it can be hard to work with, and there was part of me like when you're in the skies, you're in space, I was like, oh no, we're gonna lose that sense of epic, but they just kept on it, and they've also done a really good job, and I'm gonna get going with the game in a second. I just want to like give my thoughts. They've done a really good job of it. It's like very visually intense, but it doesn't ever feel like visually overwhelming. You know what I mean? There's very rarely points where I'm like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I should be looking at. And that's also really good. There were a couple times, like within the entirety of the game, there have been a couple times where I'm like, whoa, there's so much happening. I actually don't really know what to focus on. And I feel like those only happen in times where you're fighting big mobs, but it very rarely happens. Thank you, we guys, for the hydrate. And thank you for the follows, everyone. Welcome in. I feel like seeing Earth there is good for scale. I think that's exactly it. That's like bang on, is because I think no matter where you were fighting, you always saw a top part of Earth at the bottom of the frame. So you always, even within space, you always had something that you understand the size of to continuously orientate your position and your size to it. And it's like such small things that I think are so easily taken for granted. Like I think it's really smart of them to go, okay, no matter where you are during the fight, we want to make sure that Earth, because I'm like 90% sure Earth is always visible in the frame in some way or another. And also I'm fairly certain that Earth is always visible at the screen bottom, so you can also then orientate yourself like gravitationally where you are, or like within position relation to Earth. I think it's just, again, really well done. I think it's a lot of things that are so easy to miss, but if it's not there, you like know it's not there, you know what I mean? So well done. Crazy well done. The fight's still going on, don't say it. So I agree on the perspective. They got the camera I so agree on the perspective. Yeah, they got the camera perfect for this. Perfect. Is orientate a word? Yes, it is. It is the British English pronunciation of orient is how you would say it in the US. I had to think of that for a second. But in UK, we say orientate. I think it's actually only the US that says orient. And US would go, I'm disoriented. I'm disoriented, yeah. But in British English, we would say disorientated. Gives you the sense of what's easily at risk as well, especially since he tries to annihilate it at the end of the fight. I mean, and good grief, how beautiful was that, the shot. All of the attacks are gorgeous to look at. Fusing Joshua and Clive, holy shit, dude. They do so well at showing the destructive power of the icons. Like earlier, Shiva and Titan leveled the whole valley. It's a shame. I actually want to go back and and I promise after this thought, I'm going to get the game going, I think. I want to go back and watch some of that stuff earlier on, because I was actually thinking as I was doing this fight, I was like, gosh, I think it was the point where I said, I wonder what Jill's thinking about when she's seeing this. And I was like, I wish that we could see Shiva do a bit more of her thing, you know? We've seen so much of Ifrit do his stuff. Now it's time to boot up Diablo 4. Yeah. Joss, welcome in. Actually, this is Final Fantasy video games are truly made, a truly beautiful epic masterpiece. And this is my first one. I know a whole bunch of people don't feel like this is a Final Fantasy, but I hope this is how Final Fantasies are, because I think it's amazing. Oh, thank you, Aaron. Thank you. One has to ask, has Dion gone to space before this? That's a great question, because he was the one that initiated them going to space. You're asking the right questions. For sure. I actually think Jill doesn't enjoy summoning Shiva and does it as little as possible because of trauma. I think you are bang on. I think that is a very accurate assessment. A very, very accurate assessment. And frankly, I'm getting the sense that a lot of the dominants don't like summoning their icons. I think it's not good for them. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but it feels like it's not good for them. There's Dion. Oh my god! That is a bad head wound. That is a really bad head wound. Come on, Joshua. I do think there's chemistry between the two of them. Look at it. I mean, look at it. Jesus. It's so much to comprehend. Yeah, it's not healthy for them. Yeah, I think there's an implication that the Iron Kingdom basically had a prime excessively. I hope Annabella feels horrible. She doesn't, but I hope she does. Dion's still alive, at least.
Joshua!
Clive!
My brother.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're alive. We both are. Nothing else matters.
Oh, bless.
I never dared hope that I would see this day.
Reunited at last.
And Annabella's just there. Annabella.
Jill.
Oh, bless her, and she's so teary too. And Torgal. Yeah, but we should probably, reunion time should probably wait a hot minute. Oh, shit.
This is for my father.
is done. The demon that would tear our house apart is no more. Father.
Damn, he died. I'm so bummed that he died.
The Mother Crystal. It's collapsing.
Right. We need to leave.
No. Wait.
Bring him back to life. I swear if they're not in love after this, I'm going to shriek.
I owe him a debt.
Fine.
Clive, please. No, of course not. We're taking his power. Oh, but he didn't mean to take his power, of course.
You there.
Don't reinforce
Stones will be found.
Report, Captain.
Can nothing be done to call them off?
I regret not, Your Radiance. The Dragoons answer to none but His Imperial Highness. The Council is powerless to intervene.
We're hearing reports of rebel
Madness is this, Dion.
throughout the neighboring districts.
Focus all efforts on extinguishing the fires around the capital. City can wait.
Don't be daddy, man. Go!
Your Radiance.
I want you to find out if Down makes a move.
By the light! Dion,
No, it can't be.
have you taken leave of your senses?
It's not. It's
Call
not.
off the Dragoons at once!
Fear not. The populace will come to no harm at their hands.
Flashback.
I am here to save you, Father.
Save me?
The creeping darkness hides in the heart of Sanbreque. It stems from your wife, the traitorous Annabella.
Oh shit, we're finding out what's happened.
Not another word, Dion.
Father, though you may not see it, the darkness has taken hold of you. It has made you forget yourself. But I bid you remember, there was a time when you ruled not with cruelty, but with compassion. Why now do you turn your back on your people? Why now do you seek to stoke the fires of war? You too have borne witness to this change, Your Eminences. And you know, as well as I, who is responsible for it. A puppet now sits upon the throne, but cut his strings, and the master loses the power!
What?
Dion, you bear steel before your emperor?
Guards! Take him!
They answer to him.
For every citizen who falls, another can be bred.
She did say that.
Every home that burns, another can be built. Those were your words.
Accurate.
But when the last of your citizens has fallen, and all of their homes have been reduced to ash, what will become of your empire, of its rulers, of your god? As the mother crystals crumble one by one, and the blight sweeps in to claim all that we hold dear, our people look to their emperor for protection. Yet he labors not to secure their futures, but to seize what is left of the twins for himself. Even if it should come at the cost of everything his loyal citizens have labored to build.
Dion, you must understand.
A small price to pay, is it not? You've been blessed with great power, Dion. Enough to win me the world.
That's
So
not.
go. Claim Valisthea for me.
That's not
Brother.
his little brother talking. That's definitely not his little brother because he just smiled at that. Oh my god. But guys, you saw that he didn't mean to do that. But he did mean to kill his little brother. How horrible.
How he doted on his children. That he would die to protect me was plain. It was but a matter of when.
Yeah, I mean, this obviously is not the kid.
You planned this?
You did well to endure so long. But you broke in the end, as I knew you would.
Bastard.
And now Muthos approaches. Put him to the proof. I would see if he breaks.
Poor Dion has no idea what you're talking about.
Go, Bahamut. Kinslayer.
Beautiful transition. Beautiful. We're gonna have a debrief after this.
Brother?
It's a long story.
It's a long story. What is Joshua's endgame in carrying Dion? Is it just as like a thing of respect, do we think?
You cannot stay here, Mother. Come. Take my hand.
Frankly, she should. Savi, welcome in. Respect and friendship, got it. Just like a sign of honor, I assume.
This is all just a dream, just a bad dream. You will not take me, Shadow. You will not take me.
Is she seeing something that's not there? Or is she that afraid of Joshua?
Mother.
I don't know when she said, "Don't, you will not take me, Shadow," if she was talking to Joshua or if she was seeing something else that she was reacting to. Thank you all for the follows, by the way. Massive in, welcome followers.
If it is consciousness,
Ultramex is asking the right
that
questions.
your wills together.
Where is Goats?
Consciousness that blurs the boundary between your own will and that of others. Then we shall set you apart once more. The ties that bind you shall be severed, and humanity return to its proper place.
I don't like the sound of that at all.
By primogenesis shall a new age of reason begin.
Relax your mind. Majesty.
Yes, Benedicta. Also, they have fantastic naming. Sometime later, it said, right?
Don't you want to play? It's been a long time.
If that is your wish.
Men, you are as meek as all the others.
Such feeble creatures.
Ah!
Gifted the power of icons, yet slaves to fickle emotions which usher you to your doom. And so you bind your fragile wills with strands of consciousness.
The wretched handiwork of a wretched people.
The sons of fire were united at last, and for but a moment, their flame burned bright.
Jesus Christ.
Soon, Muthos shall become our perfect vessel.
And then shall the world be remade.
Not before the bonds are severed, of trust, of respect, of love. Only when every strand of consciousness is cut away, may Muthos return to our side. By primogenesis shall all be undone. Mankind shall be rid of his wretchedness, and Muthos of his will. But while he yet clings to it, he has the power to forge bonds anew. And so we bid you, find Muthos, and sever everyone.
To destroy that which has no physical form. You ask the impossible.
There is nothing your black blade cannot cut, Odin. We shall unite with Muthos, and bring forth a new world. So long as our vessel remains unclaimed by humanity.
It shall be done, Master. My will is yours.
It looks like him. It looks like a female him.
Mother.
Cause it is a female him. So much has just happened. I frankly do not even know where to begin, but we need like a debrief situation expeditiously. Thank you all so much for the follows. So yes, sorry for guessing 1 hour earlier. Yeah, it's exactly 2. Oh no, you're good, Icy Spectre, you're good. Holy shit. This is the first Final Fantasy game you've played? Yes, Modern. It's my first ever Final Fantasy game. I've never played any of the other ones. I am so in love with this game. It's not funny. It is so incredibly well done. Okay. Okay. I don't know where to begin. Hideaway is a quick thing. Okay, good. Okay, good. That's what I was hoping for. So let's do that really quickly. And then we unpack all of this shit. Hi, Muja Daddy. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. I think so, COVID. No sleep. Accidental
How is your
subathon.
brother?
Streaming for 48 hours.
Asleep since I returned from the Dominion. Taya says he should be back on his feet soon enough. For a while, at least. She discovered something on his chest. A swelling, circled in stone.
The curse. For every mountain we climb, another rises up to greet us, doesn't it?
It's never ending. Even the sky seems to have grown tired of it all.
We saw this in the map, how it's got a purple hue to it. So it looks like this purple hue is going to stay. It seems it. Things fall apart. Indeed. The power of light. Clive has claimed a portion of the icon Bahamut's essence. Attuning with Bahamut not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new icon abilities such as Impulse, which creates multiple spheres of light that pursue a target, dealing it continuous damage. Ability details are found in the Abilities tab in the main menu. Bahamut's feet. Use Bahamut's icon feat, Wings of Light, to begin casting Mega Flare, an immensely powerful spell that showers enemies with a deluge of searing light. The longer the spell is charged, the more powerful the results. Press 0 to cast the spell when ready. Taking damage whilst casting will cancel the spell. Okay.
Tanya won't be happy if I disturb Joshua. While he rests, I might as well see what Otter has to say.
Okay. Debrief time for sure. And I will leave this music on in the background. But we will... I want to debrief and then we'll go and do the rest of the stuff. Save time. Yeah, I'll save it. But holy shit. I'm guessing, wait, you get to a certain point and the world gets depressing. It seems, yeah, that we're at this point. Unless something changes, obviously. That's the sound of... I'm not going to do anything, don't worry. It's just the sound of Bahamut's thingy. Let's create save. Ah, jeez. Okay. I'm glad that they did it, like... I think it was a really interesting way to tell the story, where at first you see Bahamut's going crazy. You're like, wait, that's not the plan. Something's gone wrong. What's happened? And then you get into it and... You do the Bahamut fight, what have you. What I'm trying to figure out is, right, he killed his dad accidentally, and we saw that, and it was very clear that it was an accident. He was aiming for the little brother all along. What I'm not yet sure of, and if we find out at some point in the game, don't spoil, don't tell me, but what I'm not sure of is, was the little brother always... something else, or did he get overtaken by something? Because there are times where we've seen him before and he acts and talks like a little child, but in this most recent ones he's talking like Ultima, I think is what it's called. Annabella killing herself like that. I mean, Jesus. I still can't explain much because you're basically now in the meaty part of the story. Okay. You're in endgame. Do you have an idea of how many hours I would have left in the game, out of curiosity? True, was wondering how Ultima would have faked being a baby to a full-blown child. Yeah, and I also can't tell how long Ultima has been in the on the planet. how long he's been involved in this. I have to say, and again, this might just be a Final Fantasy-ism that I need to get like used to or whatever. I don't love the Ultima storyline. I'm much more interested in the plights and the issues of the people, like the human issues and the human struggles, versus, oh, there's some, because he's obviously not human. Whatever he is, he's like some alien being. I'm not so interested in like an alien's come and is like taking over and pulling the strings and all this stuff. I'm sure that it's all going to tie in really well, and like obviously whatever's going on with Clive is incredibly heavily influenced by whatever it is that Ultima's doing, so I'm sure that it'll have like a good payoff. But it kind of makes me a bit disappointed in that I wish it was all human struggle. You started the last third of the game. Okay, last of the game is a fantastic way to describe it. Okay, either way, he was Olivier, or he hijacked the body at some point, yeah, and undermined it. Because when Olivier died, he didn't die, he didn't bleed out like how his dad did. He shattered. He shattered into a bunch of pieces. So whatever, not that we had any like question. I think it was quite obvious at that point that Olivier was something else. But like to punctuate it, it was not a human that died, it was something different. I think it's also credit to how strong the main cast is. Totally. Yeah, you weren't a fan. That's the perfect way to describe it. Ultima is absolutely the Night King. The Night King, whereas like if you think about Game of Thrones, okay, it was interesting. It kind of felt like with Game of Thrones, you don't need what's going on with the Night King. We don't need to go there. The human issues are interesting enough on their own, and and that's like the perfect comparison, because also what ends up happening is whatever feels like is happening between the issues, whatever issues are happening between the humans feels so like not important to the scale of what's happening with whatever Ultima is doing. I think it's called Ultima. Whatever Ultima is doing. And it was the same thing in Game of Thrones, where it's like, yeah, I think it's really interesting the issues that all of the humans are having with one another, but then it pales in comparison to what the terror that is the Night King and winter coming, you know? Honestly, I think the Ultima storyline, think of the Ultima storyline as just high stakes parallels, whatever else is going on. The other themes are similar, I suppose. I guess you could always kill God, yeah, in the end, I suppose. Could be that the mom did ritual BS. Oh, maybe. And if that is true, they didn't set it up very well. That may also be a consideration by the developers because they don't want graphic on-screen child death. And that's actually a genius. That's a really clever point that you made. That they had constructed it in that way because fairly they don't want to show something so graphic, although I am very surprised at how far they've pushed the envelope graphically. I think for the most part any of the graphic stuff has been done in service of the story. I think Annabella's death was really powerful. I'm a little... The scene with Odin and Ultima is very interesting. I don't know if I fully understand why he turned into Hugo. I'm not sure if that's connecting with me. Because he seems to have well, we know he had a bond with Benedicta. He seems to have a very close bond with his mother. Oedipal, some you could say. It gives Oedipal bond with his mum. But I did not think there was a connection like that between him and Hugo, so that's where my question mark is. But anyway, anything that's graphic has been in service of the story. But I think I'm glad that they obviously didn't show something so graphic as a child death. But I do also think that it was to punctuate that the child is not human. Surely, I think. They've been telling us about a battle between men and gods, so I'm guessing Ultima links back to that somehow. That's a good point. And you'd have to be right. They were like the people here before as a foil to instigate human stuff. That's a good point. That's a good way to look at it. Cool little detail. The eye color of icons turns to yellow when not in control. They're usually blue, and we saw that very clearly with Bahamut, with Dion and Bahamut. But I guess I actually haven't noticed. I've noticed Hugo's. I thought they turned red, but it might have been yellow, and his eyes may normally have been blue. But I have noticed there's a point where like the eyes just turn furious. I get criticism of Ultima, but I guess as someone who's played all the Final Fantasy games, it fits the usual as expected, and that's a really good context to have that I don't have. Pays off pretty well. For 100%, the one thing that I am very confident in is that the story narratively has been incredibly strong, and so I feel fairly certain that, as you were saying, there's going to be a good payoff for it. Odin appreciates beauty in all its forms. Yeah, but I guess I just didn't they didn't set up any scenes of, assuming that I'm understanding correctly, and I very well may not be, but my understanding is that Odin, what's his name, Barnabas, has some kind of sexual attraction to Hugo, and I just didn't pick up on that. I'm trying to remember back to scenes where they were together. And I feel like there aren't that many, but granted, there weren't that many of him and Benedicta together, but they were naked in bed, so you understood. If you read his story, I don't get sexual tones with his mum stuff. Oh. Maybe it's not meant to be sexual with him and his mum. Maybe it's meant to be like... What? No, I don't know. Maybe his mum... And don't tell me, I'm just theorizing. Maybe his mum passed away when she was young, and so that's why she's frozen at that age for him. And I think it was meant to just be a tender moment, maybe not a sexual moment between them, which then maybe means the moment between Hugo and Odin, Barnabas, was not meant to have sexual undertones. Questions. Yeah, maybe it's not. Yeah, I don't think it's meant to be like overt. Well, and so this is the tricky thing, right? The opening with him and Benedicta was absolutely sexual. That was 100%. Like in any time that we've seen them together, it's overtly very sexual. But the scene with him and the way that him and Hugo were interacting was not sexual. But I think because they were both naked and because it was preceded right by a sexual moment with Benedicta, or a sexually charged moment with Benedicta, it makes it very kind of confusing. And of course, continuously in this game, they don't give you time to like take pause, take a breath. It's like when it will like relentlessly pull you through the story. And then when you land on him and his mum, you're like, what is happening? I think what it's meant to show more than anything, okay, if we're just going to pull back and think like top level, it's just meant to display that Barnabas is so deeply involved with Ultima, and is so ready, willing and able to serve, to submit, to bring about whatever it is that Ultima wants to bring out. I think that's like the end message. But I do think there's something worthwhile about unpacking the little road that took. Yeah, it's Ultima trying to exploit any form of connection. And I could be that I'm just so blanking. I just do not remember a connection with I can't remember a connection with Barnabas and Hugo. I'm trying to remember scenes where they were together and I'm just so blanking. Yeah, the nakedness is more vulnerability, not sexuality. And I can get behind that. Except when he initially turns into Benedicta, I do believe that that was very sexually charged. But it might be because I also have the context of the fact that they were sexually involved with one another. But I don't know, that the spread open in front of him with her leg over his shoulder, I mean, that is also a very vulnerable position to be in, but it's very sexually charged. Severely troubled individual. Yeah, 100% an Ultima loyalist. Oh, yeah, 100%. It's meant to demonstrate. I mean, and not only does it demonstrate it in, like, the tableau of it, about how willing he is to submit to Ultima, but he also, like, very overtly says, like, I forget what the dialogue is, but whatever the dialogue is for that scene is, like, very clearly, like, I am willing to do whatever it is that you want, Ultima. Hugo and Barnabas were allies, then Barnabas and crew manipulated Hugo. Yeah, it just feels like an out. I need to remind myself of how they were connected with one another. At the beginning of the game, I think Benedicta mentioned a plot of uniting all the dominants. I was under the impression that Benedicta was sleeping with Hugo, saying to Hugo, we're going to be, I'm using layman's terms, we're going to be king and queen of the world. Her sleeping with Barnabas, we're going to be king and queen of the world, and her being duplicitous like that. That was my initial understanding, and that it was not like a threesome situation or like we're going to unite all the dominant situation, but I could absolutely be wrong. I feel like we're used to framing nudity as sexuality, but oftentimes, like you said, innocence and purity. I do think that there are, that it 100%, and I think the scene between him and his mum was meant to signify, I get the sense, don't tell me, don't let me know. I get the sense that Barnabas's mum passed away when he was a child. And so she would have been that age when she passed away. And so that was meant to be like a purity, a vulnerability of, I'm a child now resting on your lap and whatever. But it was just all wrapped up in a scene that I will still, at this point at least, affirm was sexually intended to be sexual between Barnabas and Benedicta. And then, yeah, I guess with him and Hugo, it's like a sense of, I guess, vulnerability or whatnot. I'm not really, the Hugo one is tripping me up. I feel like I can interpret the Benedicta one really clearly. I feel like I can interpret him and his mum really clearly. I don't know how to interpret him and Hugo, but it's because I feel like I don't have enough memory or context of what his relationship was like with Hugo. I took it as a suggestion that Barnabas sent the box to Hugo. Interesting. Because we still don't know who did that, and I hope we find out who did it.